Hello and welcome to your practice. You will need 2 blocks and we'll start in supported fish pose. You can either use 1 block to place in between the shoulder blades on the upper back, or you can use a 2nd block for the head. Personally, I like to prop my head up as well, but it's completely up to you. So you can make yourself comfortable. Make sure the block is not in the middle of the back, but on the upper back. And bringing the hands to the sides, palms facing up, so that the shoulders can gently drop back, opening the chest, opening the throat area. Allowing the mouth and the jaw to release and relax. And with every exhale, feeling any tension dissolve from the neck and chest area. As we set an intention here to open the throat area, release any blocks so that you can speak your truth with courage and with clarity. Taking 2 more breaths here, feeling the flow of the air moving freely in and out the body. And then gently rolling to the side, removing the props. And bringing 1 block in between the knees as you bring your feet flat for bridge pose. Squeezing the block gently. Bring the hands to the sides. Inhale, pushing into the feet, lift the pelvis. Bring the palms to touch, interlacing the fingers as you squeeze the glutes to lift the hips and pull the hands down into the mat. Now lift the chin away from the throat and take 2 more breaths here. And exhale, releasing the hands, slowly lowering down. Remove the block. And you can do any variation of the core exercises I will show you now. Bring the hands behind the head. You can either keep the knees bent and pulling the lower back into the floor, so pull the pelvis backwards, keeping the lower back flat. We're going to tap the heels and then exhale, bring them back. Or alternatively, you can increase the intensity. Inhale, straighten the legs, hover them above the floor. Exhale, pull them back. So we'll do 5. You can flex or point the toes. Inhale, exhale, lower back imprints into the mat. Now inhale, tap your heels or straighten your legs. Exhale, pull the knees over the hips. Inhale, exhale, really feel the lower abdominal muscles switch on. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Good. Bringing the feet flat. We'll do One more bridge pose without a block this time. Inhale, pushing into the feet. Bring the hands to touch, interlace the fingers. Lift the chin away from the chest, open the throat. Take 2 more breaths. Exhale, release the hands, slowly come back down. Bring the feet up to the sky, hands up to the sky, thumbs in, forefingers over and circling into the ankles as well as into the wrists to open the joints. And swap directions. And release if you like. You can shake it a little bit, releasing any tension. And we'll move into, again, you have options. Either a very, very soft plow, which will be the more intense version. If you don't feel like going upside down right now, you can come into happy baby, holding the insides or the outsides of the feet. Otherwise, lifting your pelvis, rolling up, supporting the lower back. Keep the knees bent to start because it might be early in the morning for you. Relax the neck. You don't need to bring the feet flat onto the floor. Or if you want to, you can place a block and simply raise the feet here. But you can keep the knees bent to make sure it's nice and accessible. And again, lifting the chin to open the throat for another 2 to 3 breaths here. And exhale, bringing the hands down, lowering yourself down with control, engaging the core. And bring the feet mat distance apart, drop the knees into touch for 2 breaths. And I'll just bring my block forwards. Then you can hug the knees, roll yourself up to sit. And we'll just open the joints a little bit more. So rolling the shoulders. You're welcome to prop yourself up here. Actually, let me do that as well. Rolling the shoulders. And swapping directions. And relaxing the shoulders. So look far over your left shoulder, leading with the chin. Look into the corner of your eye and pull the right shoulder away from this twist in the neck. So you're pulling the right shoulder back. And looking far over the right shoulder, leading with the chin. Pull the left shoulder back. Inhale to the center, drop your left ear to the left shoulder. Pull the right shoulder down. You can also reach the hand down. Inhale to the center, swap sides, right ear drops. Pull the left shoulder down the back or reach the hand. Inhale to the center, gentle head circles. About 2 to 3 circles into one direction. And 2 to 3 circles into the opposite direction. Inhale to the center. Exhale. Okay, so we'll start standing. You can remove any props. Maybe if you know you might use the blocks in low lunge, you can place them to either side of the mat. I'm just going to have them to the side for now. And standing at the top of your mat, we are actually going to start with Bikram detoxing breaths. So bring the feet hip distance apart, elbows to touch if you can, or at least bring the hands to touch and interlace. If your elbows can't touch, that's completely okay. I'm going to demonstrate one and then you can join me for the next 5. So it's an inhale through the nose as you open the elbows. And the exhale starts from really the lower diaphragm belly area where it pushes out the breath through an open mouth. Elbows come down. Throat lifts a little bit to push out that stagnant energy. So we'll do 5 of these. On your next inhale. Really feel the breath moving from the bottom of the belly, pushing it out. Last one. And coming back to neutral pose, mountain pose. Take a breath or 2, notice any sensations. And we'll do a little flow to warm up. Inhale, reach the arms up, lift the chin. Exhale, folding forwards, Uttanasana. Now if you'd like, you can bring blocks to your hands. As you step the right foot back, bring the knee down for a low lunge. Reach the arms up and bring the palms to touch, dropping them down the back. Now lift a little the hips back first, tuck the tailbone, squeeze the glutes, push the head into the hands and the hands back into the head to open the shoulder area. Leaning the hips forwards, take 3 to 4 breaths here. Now inhale, coming back, bring the hands to the chest. We'll twist to the left. If you can't hook your elbow, you're welcome to hold onto the knee and bring the left hand to the back. If you can hook your elbow hooks and then looking as far to the back as you can over your left shoulder. Pushing into the knee for another 5. Looking as far as you can, and then inhale, coming back to the center. Right hand comes flat, your left hand can come up to the sky as you bring the left foot down the mat. You can bring your right foot towards the right side of the mat, either coming into a beginner's variation of side plank or full side plank. Stacking the feet for 5. Inhale, lift the hips, top hand comes down on your exhale, twisting into plank. Now you can either do knees down or exhale, full chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Squeeze the glutes, look far over the left shoulder, far over the right shoulder. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Coming into a comfortable stance. If you'd like, you can paddle out the legs. I'm just going to hold here in stillness. And maybe, if you'd like, reflect a little bit on where in your life are you not speaking your truth? Are you hiding for fear of being seen, for fear of being wrong, for fear of disappointing others, or for fear of being judged? Where are you keeping quiet when you're supposed to actually speak up? You can inhale, lift your heels, walk forwards, find a flat tabletop back, lengthening into the neck. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, curl up to stand, rounding the back, reach the arms. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Take another breath or two. And we'll do the other side. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Hands can come to blocks if you'd like to. Stepping the left foot back for a low lunge. Knee down. Inhale, reaching the arms. Drop them down the back. Just pushing the hips back for a second so you can tuck the tailbone, squeeze the glutes, and then sink down as you lift the chin. And then bring the hands down to the chest. Now if you can't hook your elbow, then hold onto the right thigh with your left hand. Otherwise, pushing the elbow down, looking far over the back shoulder. Twisting the neck a little bit further. And coming back, exhale, left hand comes down, right arm up. You can bring the left foot to the left side of the mat as you sweep the right foot down. You can either do the beginner's version of the side plank, holding here, or full side plank, stacking the feet for 5. Inhale, lift the hips high. Exhale, plank. Option to bring the knees down or full chaturanga with that same exhale. Inhale, coming up to cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reminding yourself of that area that you're hiding. You don't need to understand exactly all the details and why you're doing it. We're usually doing it to protect ourselves, and that's okay. Simply bring your awareness to the fact that it is happening, and just become aware of that. And inhale, lift your heels, walk them forwards, flat back, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, curl up to stand, reaching tall. Exhale, mountain pose. Now, in order to strengthen your energy and to be more confident in your speech, we'll do another round of Bikram breaths. We'll do 5 of them. And with every exhale, imagine all your fears are being released, are being pushed out of your body. On your next inhale, coming back to mountain pose, noticing any sensations here, any sensations in the body, maybe in the head area or in the throat area. And then we'll do another little sequence, keeping the feet hip distance. On your next inhale, bend your knees, sweep the floor next to the feet, reach the arms up for chair pose, Utkatasana. Take a breath here. Now lifting the pelvis so you can lift your right foot to cross over the left for eagle's pose. You can either tap the toes down to the mat, or you can wrap the foot if that's accessible. Right leg on top, left arm at the bottom. If you can't bring your hands to touch, bring them to the opposite shoulder. Inhale here, exhale, squeezing the arms, squeezing the legs, squeezing all of that stale, stagnant energy out as you find a point to focus on. Focus on your goal, on your best, most bold version of yourself. One more breath. Inhale, release the right foot as you sweep it to the back, tipping forwards for either a soft warrior 3 or a deep warrior 3. And releasing the arms, step the right foot to the back, high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale. You can either hold the lunge, you can even hold warrior 1 if that's more comfortable, or move with me. Inhale. Exhale, back knee taps as you release the hands down. Inhale to lift back up, squeeze the back leg. Exhale to tap. Inhale to lift. Exhale to tap. Last inhale to lift. Coming onto the ball of the back foot. Exhale, bring the hands down. Now you can reach for blocks if you need them for pyramid pose, but you're welcome to do them without blocks. Hopping the back foot 45 degrees. Inhale, find length, hands to the hips. Exhale, fold. Hands to blocks or to the shin or to the floor. And tucking the chin to elongate the back of the neck. Breathing into the back of the neck and the whole back line. One more breath. And then inhale, coming forwards. If you have blocks, remove them. Place the right hand down and we'll come back into that same transition that we did for the side plank, but this time you can either come to this variation again, or you can step the left foot to the back for a wild thing to open up the arm, the throat. For another 2. Inhale, lift the pelvis, open the chest for 1. Exhale, coming back to plank and knees down or full chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feeling a little bit stronger already in your energy. A little bit more confident and self-assured. You can do this. Inhale, lift the heels, step or hop to the top, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, curl up to stand, reaching. Exhale, mountain pose. Feeling more confident and radiant with every sequence. We'll just do the other side still and then we'll calm it down. On your next inhale, bending down low, reach the arms, sitting back for Utkatasana. This time we're lifting the pelvis, left leg comes over right, either tapping the toes or wrapping around, left arm under the right, hands together or to the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, sliding the back down a wall as you squeeze the arms, squeeze the legs. Find your focal point. Exhale, squeezing. Inhale, lifting, release the left leg. Warrior 3, you can do soft or deep. Exhale, release the arm, step the left foot to the back, high lunge. Option to hold here or in Warrior 1. Or move with me. Inhale, exhale, back knee down. Inhale to lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last inhale to lift, strong body. Coming onto the ball of the back foot. Exhale, hands down to the hips. Hop the back foot 45. Square the hips, inhale. Exhale, folding over the right. Use your blocks if you need to here. Tuck the chin, find length in the back of the neck. And then bending the front knee, lifting the back heel to bring the knee down. Left hand plants, either side plank variation for beginners, or coming into wild thing, right foot to the back. Lift the heart, open the throat, breathe. Exhale, rotating down, last vinyasa flow. Bring the knees down if you need to. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, bring the knees wide, sit the bum back. Take a break in wisdom pose. Or take a sip of tea. And then inhale to come up. Slowly releasing the feet to the front, rolling down. Now we're coming back to plow. You might enter it with a little bit more ease, but you can again take any variation that you wish. You can also come back to happy baby if this is more comfortable for you, or you can rock over. Bring the feet either to a block, or it can be in the air, and you can bring them as straight or as bent as you'd like. Make sure the throat is open by lifting the chin to allow the air to flow. And taking a couple of breaths here. Weight is in the upper back, not on the neck, but the neck is pressurized to open the energy here. And when you're ready, you can either keep holding here or bring the knees to the ears for Karnapidasana. Take another 2 to 3 breaths. And when you're ready, slowly lowering yourself down, hands to the mat, engage the core to control the roll down. You can gently hug the knees. And before Shavasana, I'd like you to sit up. I'm going to add 5 more bumblebee breaths, my favorite. You're welcome to either do it with your hands onto the knees or the full version. Index finger or ring fingers and pinky fingers resting on the cheek. Middle fingers onto the eyelids, closing them. Sorry, that was wrong. Ring fingers onto the eyelids and middle and index fingers resting on the forehead. Pinkies resting on the cheeks, and you can use your thumbs to close your ears. Make sure that there's a slight opening between your teeth for the humming sound so that your teeth are not irritated. So I'll do 5 of them. You can join me when you're ready. And then you can slowly bring the hands to rest on the knees again. And now in this space, in this openness, in this release, ask yourself, what would it feel like if you would speak your truth? How would your body respond to you speaking your truth? And then you can slowly come into Shavasana. Spine straight, palms facing up. Allowing the whole body to rest and relax.